So a little bonus arrived. We just finished filming our terrain video, which should be up shortly, and a little bonus arrived while I was waiting, and it looks like it could be, I don't know, this is all completely sealed, it's quite heavy. It could be 8th edition. Now, let's see, I'm going to name drop who they ordered from. I can't remember. War Games Limited, I think it was called, War Games UK. And they had a pretty good deal on, I think it was 26% off or 27% off RRP. And it was a combination of pretty much everything that's new. So all the new books, the new indexes, the new game itself, the new dice, the new measuring stuff. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's in the box. I'm not sure what's actually here. It could be I'm going to open this and it could be some shoes. So apologies if that's the case. But let's see what we got in our hands on here. Ooh. So I'm going to open it this way. Now, this is the first time I've never seen anything to do with 8th. I've seen a few screenshots here and there, and I've been trying to hold back from spoiling my experience of the unboxing. So I'm going to share it with you now. Very exciting. I find that if you haven't got a box cutter, a wine opener usually has pretty sufficient. What do we got here? Ah, interesting. I think I might have it upside down. But this one's the interesting way, so we'll open it this way. Oh, exciting. Oh, I was right. It's shoes. No, it's Warhammer 40,000 8th edition. Exciting. So we've got the usual packaging stuff. I'm going to show you. This is what I'm seeing. All that glory. Let's get this off. Now then, what we got? We have got all that good stuff. We have got new dice. I'll put photos of these into space for the video. So, got new dice. These are really cool. They're green, black and green. They've got all sorts of weird numbers. I think they're Necron dice. Interestingly, I don't play Necrons, but they're still pretty cool. What is it? No, they're not Necron. I don't know. These are really interesting. So you can still haven't read anything to do with the game. Let's see their name. They're called command dice. So I've heard about command points. I will assume that that's got something to do with that. These are my wound trackers, which are quite interesting. 5, 6. Now I don't know if you're a count up or a count down person. I usually count down, but we'll have to see. Let's see how that looks like. Cool. That's what they look like. Wound trackers. We've got the awesome, and I hear now sold out, Sector Imperialis objectives. Hopefully I don't get too much, I'm not forgetting, blink blink. Try and get some sheen off there. There you go. So that should be some lovely wound trackers. No, it's good. You've got there's a gene stealer, looks like, cut in a vat. There's some sort of spaceship escape pod. There's a Churigan, I can't remember, I can't say that wrong. It looks like some sort of operating chair. A bomb that's got 7 painted on it. A console. Some beacony thing, and looks like ammo. Pretty cool. Nice stuff. Very nice stuff. I've got the combat gauge. It looks like there's a little helpful picture in the back, so using it. It's on the back there. It's quite helpful. So it looks like it's used to measure 3 inches and 2 inches and 0.5 of an inch. Now this is going to be interesting. I'm guessing it's to make sure things are a certain distance apart or measured. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. Obviously they've made this, so this is going to be a useful tool in expediting the gaming process. So I'll have to understand what that's about. I've got the old tactical objectives, but I got new tactical objectives. I assume that they are the same as the past ones, but probably not, since I think the whole scoring system is a bit different. But it's cool. They look like more of a flip-out pack now, as opposed to an actual pull-out thing. So that's pretty cool. And I might do separate videos for unboxing all of these things individually. But they're pretty cool looking. All this stuff. I've also got the Index Imperium. I've got all the indexes. I went a bit nuts. I just thought I'd get all of them. So I've got Space Fiends, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, Grey Knights, Death Watch, and Legion of the Damned. So that's cool. And then there's the rest, don't care about them. Space Wolves are in here, that's all that matters. Space Wolves are the best, everyone knows that. So let's see, I'll show you this book real quick. There's some beautiful artwork in there, which is very nice. Don't know if you can see that. Here in one. Very cool, all the rules sort of plainly laid out. There's a really cool shot of, looks like we've got our man Gilliman. And there's some cool artwork in there as well. It's got that new paint smell that everyone loves. I got that guy actually, he's pretty cool. There's the guy with the cupbearer guy. Sobrenius is more the keeper of the Red Grail. That's what he is, not the cup guy. He's the keeper of the Red Grail. Of course he is. Of course he is. With a Corbulo. There you go. There's loads of stuff in here. I want to see if there's something interesting. Some Space Wolves. I want to find something specific. Okay, here we go. Here's the Space Wolves. There we go. Lovely, jubbly. Now what have we got? We've got a new. I haven't seen this. Looks like that's Logan. Don't recognise him. I mean, I do recognise him, but I don't recognise his axe feather being orange before. We got Wolflord, Logan Grimnar. We still got Storm Rider, Ragnar Blackmane, Crom Dragon Greys, Harold Deathwolf, Canis Wolfborn, Rune Priests are now rubbish, I think, from what I've heard. Psychic Hood now lets you add one to the Neither Witch. Interesting. Probably always did that, didn't it? Be careful. Rune Priest on a bike. That's cool. They can still be on bikes. Niall's there still. 7 power. Runic Terminator armor. Interesting. 2-up save. And it's got Teleport Strike. During deployment, you can set up Niall Stormcloak in a teleportarium chamber instead of placing him on the battlefield. Ooh, lots of new stuff. Lots of new stuff. Cool. Wolf Priests. Wolf Priest in Terminator armor. Wolf Priest on bike. No Wolf Priest on Thunderwolf Cavalry. Or was that an Iron Priest actually? They used to be able to do that. Let's see what we got. Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Ah, he's still there. Good old Bjorn. Look at that. It's fantastic. Doesn't say how many points that anything enemies are yet. Single model. He's got, let's see, I'll tell you what he's got. Movement 8. Weapon skill 2+. Ballistic skill 2+. Strength 7. Toughness 8. 8 wounds. Is that good for a Dreadnought? Sounds good. We look at Lucas Strick's got 4. Bloodcore has 1. Attacks 5, leadership 9, save 3. He's got a 3+ save. Pretty good. Alright. Iron Priest on Thunderwolf. Yay! Still can run my Thunderwolf. And Cyberwolves. Cyberwolves have still have a 4-up save. 2 wounds. Well, upgrades for Cyberwolves. One might argue. Movement 8, 10 now. Interesting. It's guaranteed. So it's movement 10, not 12. Then you can assault, can't you? Okay, great. This is interesting. This is good stuff. Anyway, enough of that. I'm getting too lost in my Space Wolves. And finally, the game itself. Warhammer 40,000. The Glory, 8th edition. In my hands. In the cellophane. I'm very excited. Shall I do it? Here we go. War games, shall we play? Yeah, game. Yeah, there we go. That's it there. War games. Now then, look at that. Well and truly unboxed to a due degree, I think. I got a little discount code. That's good. Alright. Now then, do I open this now? That is the question. Do you want me to? Let's see what's inside. Alright, let's do it. Go on. Mine's a bit damaged actually on the corner here. I don't think you can see that. But I probably won't complain. I'm not that type of collector. I'm not too bothered about a bit of wear and tear on the box. Alright, let's get it open then. So, oh, falling off. There goes that. Now, I've been told, yeah, it's not in a box, it's in a slidey box. So I'll slide that open. Take that off. And now we're faced with, this has been popping up in all of our feeds, I'm sure you remember, for a long time now. So what is it? What's inside? Watch the space. we're back. I just had to make sure everything was still working. There we go. We're back. So we're going to look inside. Ooh, this is very interesting. Ooh, oh! So all the modelly stuff's in there on sprues. We'll get to that. And then inside we have the rulebook, Warhammer 40,000. This is gorgeous, this rulebook. Oh, it's hardbound. In the grim darkness of the far future there's only war. Still. Very nice. I'll take the cellophane off for you. How about that? So I'll put that to one side for a second, but you can see looks like there's a Hydra, a snake dragon attacking the Imperial Eagle, which one of them's half blinded by his own armour. I wonder if there's something cryptic in there. And then we've got transfers, separate from everything, weirdly. Space Wolves. Good. Space Wolves. We've got some dice in here. Some red dice. I'm going to put that like so. There you go. Got some red dice. Red dice, interesting. I feel like I'm in Vegas. And then, what else is in here? We got some bases. I'm guessing that's for jump packs or something. And we got some bases. Good. I'll put those back. We got this measuring tool. I'm assuming they don't think you need a measuring tape anymore, but I'm sure you do. But look, there you go. There's a little flexible ruler, handy. Quick deployment, semi-transparent, sensible. See, and there's a bunch of bases over here, which is a bit boring, so we'll leave that. Now we've got an addendum here. We've got the core rules, little core rules book here. And Warhammer 40,000 Primaris Space Marines. I think this is painting guide. I'll open this for you. You can have a look. Alright, we're back. Camera cut out. So I gotta do a bit more. But what I was about to show you was the glorious Primaris Space Marines. So we got this here, and it looks like in here you've got all the rules for Primaris Space Marines, which is quite handy, and Death Guard. So presumably you could get this, snap together the stuff. It looks like it's mostly snap fit, and you got the core rules, which will be quick to learn, and then get a game going. Hopefully within like an hour or so. Really, let's see why not. And you got some painting guides. I mean, they're really good painting guides. Oh, not quite painting guides. Oh, there is some painting guides of what paints to use, and how to put it all together. It looks like it's mostly designed to be put together in a specific way, but there's no reason why you couldn't customize a little bit. I've seen some stuff online already, and it's really high definition stuff, so it's really nice saying how not to do it. Don't glue the hand not against the wrist. Who would have thought that? Anyway, very good. And then we've got the rulebook itself. So, behold the rulebook. So, interesting stuff. Beautiful stuff on the front. If you flick through real quick, you can see it's absolutely smash packed. Smash packed, is that word? Smash full. Jam packed. I think we're jam packed. Full of artwork. Depending on, no matter what you like, there seems to be some artwork in here for you. There's also a little bit of history in here. I'm not going to try and get too much into this. I could spend a whole video just telling you about this book, but copyright rules and all that. Maybe I can't show it all to you. But I'll tell you how it's broken up a little bit. There's some interesting stuff in here. We've got, if we get to, let's see, we go to the index, I can tell you. Let's have a look. So the index is mostly, there you go, it's 276 pages long. And it looks like it's mostly broken down between, you've got 22 pages on the Imperium of Man, and then you've got Armies of the Imperium. It looks like each army gets about a page, and it's pretty similar for all the other armies across the book. And then there's a lot of stuff between 168 and 276 on advanced rules and different ways to play and things like that. So it looks like there's a lot of, they've really thought about how to play the new game in different ways. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff. I mean, it's the same, it looks like the same theme, looks really fun. Some interesting maps, the galaxy, going well for the Imperium. Deadly Evolution, hang on, what's that? Since the prophetic warp storm of the Age of Strife, the rate at which humans develop psychic powers has steadily increased. Interesting. So interesting, there's more psychers but they're not as good in 8th is what I'm told, so we'll have to see how that works out. And there's looks like it's Ultramars being assaulted there. Interesting diorama, probably at Warhammer World. So yeah, it's really nice, I like it a lot. Really beautiful book, highly recommend getting it. I might do a single video on these. Wolfen is still around for those that doubted. Awesome, good stuff. And finally, we've got one of these guys. So the actual, we've got like a whole box full of these. Now it feels a bit heavy and denser than previous plastic that I bought. Plastic stuff. So it's and the built and the quality is really good. I mean, we're getting some really, looking at plasma guns for example here in my hand. I'll try and put some pictures in the video as well so you can see really high quality of moulding here. And the bolt guns are massive. I mean, that's like heavy bolter size. So that's pretty interesting to note. So interesting. So yeah, beautiful stuff. Look forward to putting this together. I mean, even looking at the Nurgle stuff. Really nice mouldings and cracks and pustules and holes and all sorts of really small, like millimetre long stuff. So yeah, really good stuff. Alright, well thanks for joining me for my unboxing of Warhammer 40,000. I'm very excited to get playing and get reading and get learning and play some games. We play, again, this is part of the Warhammer Gaming Guild. We meet every Monday around Covent Garden, so if you're in the area, let us know. If you pretty much Google Warhammer London, we're on there, but I'll also put a link in the info below. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. I'll put a big subscribe button here. How about that? Just click there. We're going to be putting more videos up, terrain builds, game profiles, player profiles, following tournaments, doing some battle reports, that kind of thing. So stay tuned. This is just the beginning, the re-beginning of 8, and see you on the battlefield. Take care. Bye.